Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel to Only Movies, and today I will be talking about the movie Conjuring, the last rites. Saw the movie last night. I didn't get a chance to make the video. I was extremely tired, especially from working on with doing this overtime all this week because of Labor Day weekend. But today I'm going to tell you about what are my reviews for The Conjuring and the final film for this. So hopefully it's the final film. Who knows, because you know how Hollywood wants to. But well, let's get started. So, what are my thoughts on this final Conjuring film? Well, after watching the trailer, I'm not too surprised. I wasn't going all out to like being like, oh, I'm gonna be extremely excited, saying it's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be the best Conjuring or anything. I knew, and I knew it by watching the trailer. wasn't my expectation or anything gonna be good or anything. But for this one, like. This film, I felt like it's the longest Conjuring compared from the other three. The first two were a classic. They were extremely scary. Well, I'm not too afraid of those kind of movies, like these kind of Exorcist and all that movie. But I did enjoy the first two, I'll tell you that. And then with their spin-off of the Annabelle and the Nun, they weren't too bad. Some of them weren't too bad and some of them were good. But like I said, for this one, wasn't all that good. So for me, I feel like this ain't too much of a spoiler, because in horror movies, you can't really spoil unless it's something big mystery, but this one doesn't feel like it has anything mystery. So if you choose not to watch this film, my video, you can skip it if you don't want to be spoiled or anything, but like I said, this doesn't feel like it's getting anything too spoiled. It's nothing surprise, but let's start from the beginning, from the good stuff and all that. So this film, it started off at the beginning when back in the 60s, when Ed and Lorraine were much younger. By that time, Lorraine was pregnant with their daughter and all. They were doing their first investigation when trying to help this girl out, saying her dad died and there was this creepy mirror and stuff. And then so she went to go investigate and stuff, and then weird stuff was happening. But then when she saw like the demon on the other side of the mirror, something strange was happening, and then the baby was ready to be popped out, so she had to run to the hospital, and then she had the baby wasn't gonna make it. The demon was right there too, wanted the daughter so bad, but like always, she was praying for God that she wanted her baby and stay alive and stuff. And then after it goes 20 years later, because it's like a flashback through the years that from the daughter, from being the baby to a little girl and stuff, and she sees something as well. And then she's trying to help her out, just like to push away the demons. She gives her like this little riddle or something, saying for the spirits, the evil spirits, to go away. So she does, and then like I said, 20 years later, it's in the 80s already, and then you see this new family that they bought the mirror. Because like one of their daughters did I don't know how to say, I don't want to say baptize, communing or something like that. I'm not too religious. I don't know too much of it. Forgive me. But yeah, so then the grandparents bought her a gift. Like they brought that mirror that Ed and Lorraine was trying to investigate and all. It also has a crack because Lorraine touched it and it had a crack. But it showed in the trailer, so it's nothing to spoil. But then, like I was saying, like I felt like this film was really, really slow paced. It dragged along for so long. Like I said, you see this family who bought their mirror just for 5-10 minutes, and after that, you go straight to Ed and Lorraine, how they're doing, what their family are doing, because they're retired from investigating, from doing anything of that anymore. Especially from, I believe, the last film, he had a heart attack, so he had to watch his health and all. So they choose not to do that anymore, and they're just focusing on their retirement. And their daughter, and her daughter brings a new boyfriend that they were dating for 6 months, and excuse me, and then they get to meet this new boyfriend, but the dad doesn't seem to approve the boyfriend. You know how every dad is. It's like they don't seem to approve their daughter being dating someone, but especially because that's their only kid. They're afraid of her, especially after what happened to her when she was a child, as they lost her and stuff, almost lost her. But with this one, they feel like that he feels like he's gonna lose her again by this new man taking her away, But the mom approves. She really likes the boyfriend stuff, and then, but the daughter sees something as well when she's seeing the demon again. She does the riddle and stuff, just like her mom taught her to push the demon away. Mother sees it too, but she feels like something strange. Or like, why is this demon coming back for my daughter, or what is this going on to my daughter? And like I said, you mainly focus on mainly them instead of seeing what happened to the other family. You see little bits. You go to those family for like 5 minutes, and then back to Ed and Lorraine for like 30, 45 minutes or long. And it gets confusing because like, okay, wait, so what's going on? Because we're seeing that the family is being possessed so quick. You see it real short. You see the demon from the little girl who the doll picked up, and then you see the demon, and then back to the other Ed and Lorraine, and then you see the other them going back again to the family getting possessed. You should see little pieces like not each family, like you only see like 3 of the family who really get possessed from two of the daughters and the father, but they said they all experienced it. They called the news and they try to ask help from the church, and then like I said, it gets really confusing. Like you don't understand what's going on. It like feels like it's being fast paced, really fast. Like, okay, let's get it over with. Let's go back to Ed and Lorraine, and they are the main stars, which like for me it doesn't really help out on this film. It's like I don't understand. It's like, okay, we understand Ed and Lorraine are retired, but what about the other family? I want to see what's going on. Why are this demons or these possessors trying to possess this family and all? And you really don't see that so much. You see few of it a little bit and all, but then once you go back to Ed and Lorraine, there's this priest who are close to them. I believe you've seen him from the last 2. He helps them out as well. But then he goes to the family who lives in Pennsylvania, that they needed help because they already asked from the news report, and people don't believe them, their neighbors and all that, and they think they're just a joke and all. So he tries to investigate, and then he feels something really evil. So he tries to go to the church, and the church, he's been followed with the demon, and then I can't say, but he he hung himself and stuff. And then they had the funeral. Ed and Lorraine was there. They were just shocked at what happened to him, how he died and all. But the daughter touched his coffin, and then you see it, like she sees a vision of that, what truly happened to him. So she goes to the family. She investigates herself, and the parents didn't want her to go, and so they had to follow her, try to get her back, because like they said, they were done with investigation and all that, but the family really wanted their help, and they said that they need them because they had no one else who could help them, and one of the priests was going to help them, but sadly he passed away. And then okay, so she Lorraine investigating stuff, and she knows that she said that, okay, this part gets confusing because she says there's 3 different demons under the basement who but that there's another one that she can't, but at the same time she can't see it. So she had trouble with that, which that one, okay, so we're like, okay, who's the big main bad demon and stuff in this film? Like, okay, so there's someone bigger than these 3 demons. Is like, maybe it's the devil or something huge. It's like something surprising that they just wanted to wait it close to the end. And then later on, the daughter, when she investigates, because she hears the demons and stuff, but the mom doesn't want her to be involved with anything and stuff. And then but then later she hears the voices, and then she goes up to the house and stuff and try to investigate herself as well. But then the daughter is afraid of Annabelle, which I forgot to mention, that she's afraid of Annabelle. She's always been afraid of it since she was a little girl, and even though she's an adult, she's still afraid of her. And then she sees Annabelle, which I think that ruined the movie, because you think the main focus of this new demon was something different, new, but no, they go back to Annabelle, which Annabelle, we've seen her so many times in the other Conjuring films and her own spin-off. I was like, why bring Annabelle up again? Like, shouldn't you think of something new, something different? Like, really, Annabelle? I was like, it was real disappointment. Like, this is what you dragged us all along for these 3 hours, or to say it's Annabelle who really wanted to possess their daughter, who they've been waiting for so long. And then that's kind of what it ruins in all. There's too many jump scares as well. There's, like I said, one good part I did like is like when if they kind of did it like at the Conjuring 2, when the nun with the painting all is like stay silent and quiet. They kind of did the same thing for one of the demon, but the difference is like he was like in the shadow, like you could see a body, a shadow right there and stuff. It did feel really scary. That's like the only thing that for me was scary. Like, which I wasn't really too scared, but I saw it, but I could feel like other people were scared in the movie theaters. But like I said, that's the only good thing. The other stuff were negative from all the like the jump scare and dragging in slow pace from this film. So I know some people aren't really gonna enjoy this. I didn't enjoy it. Me and my friend were just laughing about it, just joking around about like what the demon did to one of the father and stuff. And but like I said, for this, it just we were like expecting like a really bad demon, and they really used too much CGI in this. Like you could really tell, especially from the trailer when they showed the doll being possessed, and then you could see in the background the doll, like the demon, and that really ruined it. I would think they will use prosthetics effects on it, but they mainly use CGI. So my friend was saying is like that he knows that the demons, all the demons looked alike, all the same, with pointy nose and sharp teeth, which it is kind of true, because if you notice that that's how it was from all their demons from all these 4 films, which is kind of like, is this how all demons look, or this how they look after the other life being evil and stuff? Well, but I don't know. For me, like, I knew this film wasn't gonna be all that great. Wasn't too surprised. I wasn't really excited, but I still went to go watch it and stuff, and do give you my reviews and thoughts on it to you guys. And just in case you don't want to go see this film in theaters, you could probably wait and stream and stuff. But I know I really don't like doing that. I prefer people, hey, go watch it in theaters and stuff, get the experience and stuff. But like I said, not all films are gonna be great to be watching theaters. Some of them are enjoyable at home and stuff. But like I said, this one, I wasn't too surprised. I know they try to hype it up so much. I know a friend tried to show me a video in one movie theaters somewhere, I believe in California or somewhere. They had a priest who will bless the people and give them holy water and stuff like that. And supposedly that people were too afraid that they were getting not possessed, but they were like jumping off their seats or passing out and stuff. But it wasn't, I didn't really believe in all that and stuff. Like, I understand like Terrifier, because that was really gruesome and stuff, but The Conjuring, not so much from this. Like I said, the first 2 are the best. The third one wasn't all that great. This one was the worst. This one was the worst. Like me and my friend were saying, it was a waste of 3 hours of our time. But like I said, that is my thoughts on it. I'm gonna change my ratings now. I'm gonna do from 1 out of 10. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So for this, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. Because like I said, this movie was slow paced. It was dragging along. Really, you don't see much of what happens to the family and all. You don't see too much of what's the reason for this demon wants to possess this family and all. They try to hype it up so much, theaters and stuff, and all this stuff they're saying that people are being jump scared and all, being scared and all. It wasn't all that hyped and all. But like I said, I wasn't too surprised. So, but let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Did you guys like this film? Do you not like it? Other than that, hopefully you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.